Folks, it's Ryan Bailey.
And it's Kaya Wilson or Kaya Wilson for your friends.
I didn't say it was for my friends. It's just whatever sound you guys want to make is what I'll respond to.
No, I think it's real easy to determine what you want your name to sound like. You've
By
confused
listening to the
everybody.
podcast and listening to how I introduce myself on my podcast as both, because I like the mystery surrounding it.
Oh my God. Madonna
Yeah, it'll
isn't
be
Madonna for some people and Madonna for some people. It's just Madonna.
also depending on like what country you live in and what your accent is, it could also be Kay or Kaya too. So
I swear, you're just going to just tell people, just choose. I can't, this is
no.
math.
I love because everyone feels the same way that you do. They're like, which one do you want to be called? And I'm like, I like both of them equally. But folks, we are back here with with 3 brand new trailers. This is our second week doing it, so I feel like it's in a row. You do something 2 times, it's never going to stop.
It's a habit. It's a habit now.
Finally a habit.
And this is a Friday night. Listen, the baby's upstairs. I'm about to eat dinner. This is like how I'm headed into my evening, is to watch movie trailers, which actually is not too bad. I love movie trailers. I do.
And I was literally just watching a K-drama. It's called Mellow Movie on Netflix, and the girl on it, her name is literally Mubi. And I'm just like, wow, this feels like a good settle down Friday night show. I'm not shaking ass in the club. I'm literally here watching trailers.
That's Saturday night. Friday nights at home with trailers.
Get you a bitch who could do both. Okay. We're about
Wait, by the way,
Go ahead.
wait, I'm thinking of a Candy Burris song that's all over the internet right now.
Meet me at
Yeah, we'll talk about that on Monday.
Oh my God. The memes about it are just
Yeah.
funnier than her singing it. I
Oh.
can't do it. But yeah, no, seriously. Getting down to business. Resident Evil, which I thought was just a video game.
Okay, so when Kaya said Resident Evil, I'm not a big video game guy, and I saw like a couple of the original movies, back in the day, and it was like a popular franchise, right? But then I was like, oh, that's not really my thing. But then I found out that this new one is directed by Zach Kreger, and if that name sounds familiar, it should, because he just directed Weapons, and Amy Madigan won Best Supporting Actor at this year's Oscars, and he did this amazing horror film called Barbarian, like 4 or 5 years ago. And so this director is so amazing that I was like, oh, I'm going to watch anything that this man does from here on out.
Okay, and it's crazy that you aren't familiar with the Resident Evil movies, considering like I consider you a horror buff. Like we watched like 2 horror trailers last time, and you
Yeah.
knew something about both of them. And Resident Evil being so big,
Well, like, that's what I'm saying. I'm not a video game guy, so those films don't. There's something about the initial Resident Evil movie series that is so fantastical that it doesn't really strike me as, like, I love horror that's kind of real in a sense, and that's why this Resident Evil seems to be more inspired by like the first person player game that Resident Evil is. And I was reading about Zach Kreger, and he said, yeah, they're letting me do whatever, and he was storyboarding like crazy, and so I'm really interested to see what he does, because this seems like it's more realistic, if that makes sense.
yeah, it does make sense. It's just like I have my Batman that I like, and you have your Batman that you like, which is a
Yes,
conversation for
a
another
different.
day. We'll be
Yeah,
having
it's
a a very serious conversation because I finally watched Ryan's Generation's Best Batman, and I have thoughts on it. We will also be watching the trailer for Idiots, which I can only assume is going to be a comedy. I think it's produced by O'Shea Jackson Jr. and Dave
that's
Franco.
Ice Cube's son, right?
Yeah, O'Shea. Um, I just saw a hilarious tweet from O'Shea Jr. and the person was like, "Oh, tell me one thing about your dad." And he's like, "When I was a kid, we were watching a cartoon and my dad came in the room and he said that's the most disgusting thing that I've ever seen in my life." And he's like, the cartoon was Cat Dog. He hated Cat Dog, and I'm like, that's such a hilarious thing to know about Ice Cube is that he just finds Cat Dog disgusting. But O'Shea, he's obviously an incredible actor. It seems like he's getting his producer, writer thing
Yeah,
going
he's also
on.
an actor in this, along with Dave Franco, and Peter Dinklage is in this.
Oh, shout out Peter Dinklage.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we'll save the most nostalgic for last, which would be Jackass, and it's called Best and Last, but you never know with these guys because if you're still going in 2026, will it be the best and last? Will it be the last anything ever? Will we
I
have
feel like it should be the
IP?
last. These people have put their bodies on the line for like decades now, and I feel like I feel like the government needs to step in. This needs to be the end because Johnny Knoxville has had so many injuries during filming these Jackass movies that I feel scared now anytime they say they're going to start a new one.
And I thought the last one was gonna be the last one. They just
Yeah.
released one a few years ago, like, I think post 2020, like, that's what the world is set the timeline for me is separated before 2020 and after 2020. But yeah, I am so excited to see these trailers. Let me share the screen. I'm so excited I know how to do this so I can share more things with you guys. Like, this is literally me working at maximum effort. Um and it's not as hard as I thought it would be, so let's get into it. Can you see what
Okay.
I see, Ryan?
I do. Yeah.
Alright, let's go, Resident Evil.
Okay, here we go. This is exciting.
Oh my god. Okay, okay, okay. I
Hello? I had a little bit of a problem on the road. I was wondering if I could use your phone. Hello?
Yes, we're sorry.
um, I love the way that the first 30 seconds is like, "By the way, I did Weapons and Barbarian, and
From the
by the
sick
way"
and twisted mind of Zach Kreger. Like, that's when you know you've actually made a dent on popular culture, when it's like, from the twisted mind of Kaya Wilson.
like, you already know
Yeah.
what's up. Continue.
Hey babe, look, I'm really sorry that we got disconnected earlier, but some things have happened. I'm in like a seriously messed up situation right now. And it looks like there's a chance that we might not get to talk to each other again. I just wanted you to know. I love you.
Wow.
Oof.
Okay. That didn't scare me, thank God. But also, was that a landline? Do you have a landline?
Yeah, that I don't have a land. Well, you know what? Well, more
Do
importantly,
you
it was one
not
of those
know?
phones. It was a phone with a cord. I mean, that's how we're used to the phones now with not cords. Even if it's a landline, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it was creepy. I mean, it doesn't need. I think that's a perfect teaser because this doesn't come out till September. So this is like the first we're seeing of this film. And you really, unless you, I mean, if you play the video game, you might have a stronger understanding of what's up. But I think what's great is
Yeah.
that we don't. So it just gives you the vibe, and the vibe is completely creepy. And I'm here for it. Like I said, from the twisted mind of Zach Kreger, I'm completely in. And by the way, that's the actor that played the junkie in Weapons, the guy that you're seeing in that trailer.
Is it Austin Abrams?
Yeah, Austin Abrams. He's awesome.
I think that I know him maybe from like a Netflix show or something, but Weapons, all I hear is good. good things about weapons. I think it swept, honestly, award season, and
I mean, I think you would actually really dig it, but it's scary, but it's weird scary. And it's really great acting.
okay, I think that I'm gonna wait for the actual full trailer to see if I'm gonna see this one.
Are you kidding
But
me?
this
You're
is
to
a
just see the
solid
movie.
teaser.
Just see the movie. I mean, that's so
No,
easy.
I think
Well,
I'm
I'm
gonna wait
definitely
for
seeing it.
the trailer for sure, because this
This
one
is
didn't
the
give
trailer.
the full, like, this isn't this I feel like this has to have another trailer to get people who don't know the games, who don't know the lore, who don't already like who aren't coming off of, I know that this is a good director, I know this is a good game, I know that they had a good movie before. Like, you gotta get people who have no like pre-context to
Kaya,
see
did you
this
see him
movie.
running past the cars and all the blood just like popping out of the cars? And then there was like a big fat man just like in
Yeah,
the little subway area, the down below. I mean, come on. What else
didn't
do you
hook
need?
me.
It
It
didn't
didn't
hook.
hook me.
Well, it hooked
Didn't
me.
hook
It
me.
hooked me.
And then this is, I don't even know if this
Idiots.
one is out yet.
No, this actually, Idiots doesn't come out until I just had this up. Idiots comes out August 28th, 2026.
Ooh, okay. Like, is it, let me see if this is on YouTube. Idiot. It's in Cars trailer. Watch
Yeah,
it
there it
just
is.
like, okay, good, 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 good.
Whoa, boys! Let's finish this. Hey, 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 hey! Your mama.
Like amazing.
Fucking demon! So what now, idiots? Sarah, shut the fuck! Don't you ever change my love. Please stay the way you are.
Is that it?
Is that it? Is there like a.
There's like 11 seconds. Okay.
Okay.
That was actually hilarious, and I love the way that they would cut back to the car and then go to scenes, and then you don't know what's happening. There's a scream, there's different sounds, there's different imagery. I love like the color scheme of it too. Like, I think that I know exactly like what I'm getting myself into.
Yeah, there was like 60 images in the course of like 20 seconds there, and it was great. And it looks like strong performances from Dave Franco and O'Shea. I mean, it looks great. It looks really funny. I love the way that trailer. I mean, that trailer was a little piece of art in and of itself. So I wonder if the whole movie is edited that way, or if the trailer is just like bam, 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 bam.
And you know what else? I will say I'm gonna see this automatically because usually what O'Shea is kind of like in is good, even if it's like a straight to Netflix kind of movie or straight to streaming kind of movie. But I will say, Dave Franco, you need to be working on that Luigi movie immediately, babe, especially while you're
Oh,
still pretty.
oh, oh yeah, he was like fan casted as Luigi, not the Super Mario's Luigi, but
No.
he was like fan casted as that. But by the way, this kind of reminds me of like independent film in the 90s, and it
Ooh.
really has that aesthetic where it's not like this blockbuster film, but it could be an amazing film, which is what we want.
Hell yeah. Like, I'm excited that not A24, but it gives like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
A24
Yeah.
vibes. Like, more low key. It doesn't have a huge budget behind it, you can tell, but it has a strong cast. I mean, Kieran Shipka, I think Nicholas Braun, Peter Dinklage, as we said. Like, let's check out these movies that aren't like huge blockbuster movies, but have like an original concept and idea.
Those movies actually end up telling better stories than the big blockbuster films.
Unless it is fun and camp like some of the
Like
Batmans. But
or like
let's get
Jackass.
let's get into Jackass, the best for last, of course, and best and last.
Pray to God.
The stunts in this movie were performed by professionals.
Hi, I'm Wee Man.
I'm Bam Margera.
I'm Preston Lacey.
I'm Chris Pontius.
So for your safety and the protection of those around you,
I'm Dave England. I'm Danger Aaron. I'm Steve. I'm Ryan Dunn.
do not attempt any of the stunts you have just seen.
Hello, I'm Johnny Knoxville.
Hello, I'm Johnny Knoxville.
Hello, I'm Johnny Knoxville. Welcome to Jackass.
Welcome to the first day of our last film. What are you feeling? I'm sad.
Does it make you sad, Chris?
No, I'm not in touch with my emotions.
I'm in already. Like, it just
But by
feels
the
like
way, I love that. I love that I'm getting emotional over a Jackass film. Like I was like,
Yeah.
wow, has time passed that fast?
like these are the people that raised us kind of to be
Kind of.
jackasses. Like growing up with or without them.
I would like to introduce you to our new cast member, Larry.
Nice to meet you all. Big fans.
Oh my gosh, he got you.
Give me a
Break
bucket
your
of water
hand.
so I can throw it on Larry.
How do we feel about the robot?
I
Like,
love it because it's up today, so it's like making fun of some. I bet there's something with AI in this. I bet there's something, like I like that because it brings it up currently, And actually, so far, I'm kind of excited because if the robot gets hurt the most, I'll feel better because I'm really scared we're going to lose Johnny Knoxville.
Did you see that video of like I think it was what the Uber Eats robot like getting stuck and it asked someone to press like the button so it can cross the street and like the guy was like cursing it out and then people in the comments were feeling bad for the robot.
Oh yeah, do you ever look at that? You're in your
The
car
guy.
and then you look at one of those robots delivering food and you get really sad and you're like, what a lonely existence, and then you realize they're a robot.
Yeah, I don't ever get sad. I'm just like, well, fuck this robot. Yeah, I'm gonna steal the food. I'm so glad that you have to like have something to open it.
25 years and we haven't learned a goddamn thing. Can someone go get the shot collar for your penis? Poopy said he wants to try it.
Hi, I'm Chris.
You're taking it to a whole other level.
Yeah.
Look pretty happy about it.
If you're gonna be down, you gotta be tough.
Wait,
He really,
Okay.
by the way, when he did that bull one, I forgot which film that was, but he really hurt himself. Johnny
That's what I
Knoxville
was
has
just
had
about to
so
say.
many concussions over the course of his career.
How does he keep doing it? Because how old is he now? He has to be in his 50s at least.
Yeah, he's got to
right?
be in his 50s. He has a family, he has the whole thing, and he's still out there doing it. But I mean, he's suffered. Look up Johnny Knoxville's injuries, you guys. He's suffered so many of them on this show.
For our entertainment. So bless
He's a
this
hero.
mess, I guess.
He's an American hero.
That perfectly represents Americans.
This is the escape room from hell. Start the game. I think we're moving to the next room.
If you're gonna be down, you gotta be tough.
Okay, just from the beginning, what have we seen? We've seen an AI robot. We've seen like a porta potty prank. We've just seen an escape room,
Yeah.
a play of sorts.
Yeah.
Like, and that's all. We're only halfway through. This is insane.
Yeah.
Oh, and
This is like
the
a
riding
funny
the
version of
bull.
a Saw movie.
Wait, okay, so how, like, obviously they put some protections in place so people won't die, but like, how much of it is real is what I'm wondering.
Oh, no. I mean, all of it is real. Like, they don't mess around with this stuff. They truly do these things. Like, that's the whole conceit of the I mean, that's many of them have gotten injured making these films.
That's so insane to me that they actually like go through with it.
No,
Because
they're
you can
punk
easily
rock,
just
man. They've
die.
been punk rock since the TV show. They do not care.
The real punk rock staying
Yeah.
alive, right? Am I right?
Yeah, truly. Straight edge.
You got it in the stomach pretty good. We are going to be making history today with the first robot prostate exam.
This is what Jackass looks like at 50. See the finger on that thing?
That's not a finger. It's a claw.
Let's let it rip, baby.
Aw. I remember
I'm
when they were
such an
so
idiot. Like, I'm just sitting here giggling. I mean, it's so dumb in the best way.
young and dumb. Alright, so we just watched 3 trailers. Of the 3, we're gonna rate each one and say which one we wanna see first. So you
Yeah,
go
yeah.
first.
Listen, I'm always down for something new. I'm always down to be surprised, and I didn't think I was going to even be interested in Resident Evil at all, but that is shows the power of that director for me. I am the most excited to see that one, hands down.
Okay, so off name and basically history alone, Resident Evil is number 1 for you. Number 1 for me is Idiots, just because I feel like it's stupid and it's funny, but also I don't know what I'm getting myself into, and, like, the plot, even though I don't know what it is, it seems like the plot is gonna be good, and obviously love O'Shea Jr. and Senior, so definitely wanna see that one first. I'm gonna rate the Idiots trailer probably, like, out of 10, I love that one the most, probably like a 9 out of 10. What do you rate the Resident Evil trailer?
Listen, I'm going to rate the Resident Evil 9.2 because its overall vibe, like its overall
Mhm.
vibe, and it's really hard to
We can
compare
rate
any of
off
these
vibes.
because Idiots, obviously you're looking at a performance-driven film, and
Yeah.
it seems like Resident Evil probably has just that one guy and a bunch of blood and creepy creatures that we really haven't even seen except for that big fat man. So Idiots obviously is probably going to be up there in the 9. And then you got to give Jackass. I mean, listen, you got to just on nostalgia alone, you got to give
Yeah.
Jackass like an 8.8 to a 9. It seems like it's going to be a lot of like clips from their past as well. But I mean, who doesn't love nostalgia, and especially when it involves getting a prostate exam?
I think that I have to give Jackass a 10 only because they're doing that stuff, those stunts, just off back, like, literally putting their
Yeah.
lives at risk at their age, which I keep saying, like, 50 something in general, that's older, but we don't necessarily think that that's, like, old, but for you to be getting out
Yeah.
there literally just putting it all on the line and having all that happen, especially with, like, everything that's happened between, like, Bam and all that stuff, that is wild. So I gotta give
Wait,
that
I
one
just
a
want to read something about Johnny
10.
Knoxville really quick.
Please.
He has suffered 16 concussions. He had a 2020 brain hemorrhage. He's had 28 broken bones and 36 head injuries. Other severe injuries include a broken wrist and rib, a torn tendon and urethra, an eye popping out of his socket, vertigo, and multiple dental injuries.
How can you do that and then still wanna keep going?
That's punk rock, man. Jackass is a punk rock film. It's a punk rock TV show. That's like they don't care. I mean, they care, but they don't.
And then Steve-O, recent stuff alone, it's like, okay, I knew he was very high during the show and
Oh,
probably
he's been
the
sober now
early
for
movies, but now he's been sober for so long, and that's why I'm like, "How now you're doing this sober," which means, like,
it's the real deal.
it's also, like, dangerous too because if you do get hurt and you have to take pain pills, you're also, like, risking your sobriety at that
God, I
point.
didn't even think about that. Way to make that sad. Wow, it was already scary, and now you made it sad. He
Well
risks his sobriety for Jackass.
Well, for he wished it for you, Ryan,
Yeah.
specifically because you're going to the movie and then but yeah, okay, and then Resident Evil, I would give it obviously like 8, I guess, just off of basis alone because of what I heard about weapons and barbarians.
Yeah.
Um, but I'm excited, like, obviously, I think that this summer and this fall, we need to maybe become are you an A-lister or
I
do you have
am.
a like a re okay, you're an
No, I'm an
A-lister.
AMC A-lister, yeah.
Wow. So do you stand up at the end when they thank the AMC A-listers or the beginning when they thank the AMC
Yeah,
A-listers and you're
I
like, "You're
asked to get
welcome"?
saluted. I asked to get saluted, yeah.
I think that I'm gonna either sign up for Regal Unlimited because 'cause I'm kind of like a Regal girly. The Regal next to me, like, they have the best mozzarella sticks and they also, they have the 4D
Oh,
theater
I've
next
always
to
wanted
me.
to do the 4D. I would love to try the
You
4D
got it.
theaters. In fact, they're supposed to the AMC and the Grove where I usually go to, they just had it done for renovations, and I believe they put a 4D theater in there.
Oh my goodness. I made the mistake. Well, I saw Michael in 40 last week. Amazing concert movie. Don't go in there looking for story, plot, truth,
No,
all
no.
that.
By the way, I've
Stop.
seen most of the Michael movie on TikTok. People have put like large portions of the film on TikTok, and
Don't
I've
watch it
been
on TikTok. Go
yeah.
in person. It's a concert movie. It's for vibes alone. I saw it in 4D and it was great because it was like you would be rocking to all the songs. But the first movie I saw in 4D was literally Black Adam with The Rock, and that was a mistake because like you get rained on, you get shook back and forth, but it's literally a rock movie. So he's like beating people up and you feel like you're getting your ass beat like the whole time. And like I dropped my nachos on the floor. It was terrible. It was insane. And I'm like, because you go in there thinking, oh, there's no way it's gonna be like that
Yeah.
was worse than like one of the Harry Potter rides at Universal. But it's
Oh,
really fun for
one
other
of my
things.
worst acting experiences when I first moved to LA was there was a thing at Universal called the Back to the Future ride that no longer exists, and they were doing like an IMAX thing of like big like attractions like that, and they said, "Oh, do you want to be one of the extras to ride the ride?" And you got to ride the ride a bunch of times, and I was like, "Hell
Oh
yeah!" But the
no.
thing they don't tell you is that like they just have a camera on you. They don't even show you the graphics of the Back to the Future ride. So you're just being like jerked around. And we did this for like 8 hours after Universal Studios closed. And everybody, like, we were all just sick by the end because they just kept jerking you around. And there was like none of the fun, none of the screen. So you were just getting jerked right to left with a big camera on your face.
Wait, do you get residuals for it though? Like when
No, I was an
no?
extra. We got paid like I think like $60 for the night. It was
To
like
get
it was
jerked
nothing.
around for 8 hours
Yes.
without the graphics.
Yes, without the graphic. And my idiot, I didn't even think about that. I was like, "Oh yeah, the camera will be on us," and they were just like, "Act surprised," and all of us like we were in pain by the end. It was crazy.
No, that sounds horrible, but I mean, we have to have test dummies, so thank you for your service. And I feel like my favorite ride at Universal is definitely the Jimmy Fallon ride. So, um
At the movies with Kaya, Kea, and Ryan.
I'll be calling it that. All right, thanks you guys. Let us know which movie you'll be seeing, which movie you like in the comments. I'll definitely be editing this down. Be back next week maybe with some new trailers or whenever. Bye.
Bye, guys.